I have my EG4. I have downloaded my firmware. I've got my fancy glowing cable that converts my network style connector to COM port style to USB. I have looked and found that it is populated COM4. I need to shut things down. So I'm going to kill everything that was running. Turn off solar panels. And we're going to plug in there. Next, I was cheating. I was looking at Adam Delay. Thank you, Adam, by the way. Looking at his video on how to go about this. My unit is a little different than he has because I got the EX6000. If I go update MCU now, then what do we get? Inverter's on, COM port's opened. Oh, guess what? We're talking. It's working. So that's interesting. So to do the panel, the inverter has to be on. Maybe it gets turned off on its own when the process runs. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm new to this too. It's got a remaining time countdown. It seems to be ticking about once a second, so it's not like watching a download progress meter. It's pretty well. Says it's going to be 12 minutes. I believe it's going to be 12 minutes. So I am going to set everything down, and we'll come back to this. Okay, let's do this recap style. I turned off my utility company power that is the backup for this unit. I turned off the solar panels, shut down all the breakers that it's feeding, discovered by trial and error that the inverter needs to be on in order to engage communication for doing the remote panel reflash, which I initiated, and that is the longer of the two. It says it takes about 12 or 13 minutes, and it means it. The countdown is very much ticking a second at a time and going nice and steady. I'm at about 40% right now. My little wire adapter that I bought was, I think this is a Sabrent. Can't believe I had to buy one of these, but when you need it, you need it. Anyway, goes from regular COM port to USB. And I don't want my computer to go to sleep during this process. I would hate to have to start over. But anyway, plugged in the cable provided with from Signature Solar when I bought this. Joined it there, plugged it in, run the executable, and yeah, it wasn't just like that. It took quite a while for communication to open and things to start happening, but it did after about 10 seconds. 10 full seconds. Then there was some movement on the screen of the computer. COM port opened. Then it was a few more seconds, and then it started actually transmitting data. So very slow, tedious process. But it's all right. If it works and it improves my overall performance, gets rid of, I have some flicker issue, not with lights, but with my cable box. The Roku boxes are fine. The computers are fine. The LED lighting that I have around the house of multiple brands is fine. The problem is I get this periodic flicker signal that only shows up on the cable box. So yeah, the cable box is an antique. I should probably exchange it. But if this firmware update settles that out, well, then I just know my sine wave is probably a little cleaner anyway. So good to be up to date anyway. Okay, final countdown. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. COM was closed. Units restarting. Okay, good. I will exit that one. That took care of the remote panel. Now we know my communication cable works and everything. Let's run the master CPU reflash. Also COM4. Update. This will update your firmware. Are you sure? Yes. COM4 was opened. And this one appears to be working, but it also has a countdown timer, another 9 minutes. Oh, okay, I'm going to pause, come back. Okay, so again, we're down to about the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Update success. That's a relief. We'll hit exit. We're back to generating. I will, since the software is closed, it's probably should be safe to, I guess I'll turn this off first. Always good practice to not have something on while you're plugging and unplugging. Close up the laptop. Okay, so everything went well. Should be able to just have this guy on. And I want to give him some loads. And then we'll put our backup from the utility back into play. And we'll turn the arrays back on. That's a whole lot of beeping. I guess I could have waited a little longer in between. And charging. Probably not by a lot. It's getting dark out. But it appears we're back in business. Yeah, we're draining batteries, actually. It's too dark. All right. Well, we survived.